A very good evening. Thanks for staying with us here on Times Now. I'm Deepthi Sachdeva with you, and yes, this is going to be our top focus here on the show today. The Congress now is questioning the meet that happened between actor Shahrukh Khan and Raj Thackeray over his film Raees' release. Now, the film stars Pakistani actress Mahira Khan. The Congress is not just taking on Raj Thackeray, but they're also lashing out at the Chief Minister for giving in to Thackeray's style of politics. And here is the response we are getting to hear from the former Chief Minister of the state, Raj Thackeray.
मुख्यमंत्री ने अपना जो अथॉरिटी एज ए सीएम है वो पूरी छोड़ दिया, एब्डिकेट कर दी है। अपनी जिम्मेदारी बिल्कुल उन्होंने त्याग दी है। बहुत शर्म की बात है राज्य के लिए कि अगर कानून और सुव्यवस्था के लिए लोगों को इधर उधर भागना पड़ रहा है, जो एक्सटॉर्शनिस्ट है उनके पास जाना पड़ रहा है। एक्सटॉर्शन के किस तरह से ये काम चलता है वो एक टीवी चैनल ने भी कुछ दिन पहले दिखाया था। और मतलब क्या कि सरकार में विश्वास नहीं जनता। अब ये कोई छोटे लोग नहीं है, बड़े बड़े लोग हैं, अमीर लोग हैं, लेकिन इनको भरोसा नहीं है कि सरकार कुछ कर पाएगी, क्योंकि सरकार की इच्छा शक्ति नहीं है, मुख्यमंत्री की इच्छा शक्ति नहीं है। बहुत शर्म की बात है कि महाराष्ट्र जैसे राज्य में एक आम आदमी को या आम कोई व्यवसायिक को है, कोई उद्योगपति हो, उसको इस तरह से कानून और सुरक्षा के लिए पुलिस के पास नहीं, मुख्यमंत्री के पास नहीं, लेकिन ऐसे नॉन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अथॉरिटी के पास, जिनका किस तरह से गोरख धंधा चलता है हमने देखा हुआ है टेलीविजन पे। तो बहुत ही मुख्यमंत्री के लिए और महाराष्ट्र के लिए शर्म की बात है
कि शाहरुख खान को अपनी फिल्म को रिलीज करने के लिए राज ठाकरे जी से जाकर उनकी परमिशन की आवश्यकता पड़ती है। ये बहुत ही सरप्राइजिंग और शॉकिंग है। ये तो मुख्यमंत्री फडणवीस ने प्रेसिडेंट सेट किया है कि पिछली बार दोनों की मुलाकात करवा के कॉम्प्रोमाइज फार्मूला वर्कआउट किया। स्टेट की लॉ एंड ऑर्डर का पूरा फेलियर है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की होम डिपार्टमेंट का फेलियर है। एक्स्ट्रा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अथॉरिटी क्रिएट करके उनके जरिए अप्रूवल लेना पड़ता है। ये बात महाराष्ट्र को कभी मंजूर नहीं होगी और मुख्यमंत्री जी इसकी जिम्मेदार है, उन्होंने इस प्रेसिडेंस को सेट किया है। तो सवाल ये है कि शाहरुख खान की अपनी फिल्म के लिए रिलीज करने के लिए राज ठाकरे से परमिशन लेनी पड़ती है। ये महाराष्ट्र के लिए बहुत शर्मनाक बात है।
So that is the Congress literally taking on the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis via that meeting, Megha, and break this down for us. Who's the real target here? Because the very fact that you have people like Ashok Chavan and Raj Thackeray, coming out and speaking about this and saying that this raises question marks in the law and order situation, and they're asking, is Raj Thackeray then an extra constitutional authority?
Well, it's quite clear, the target is not Raj Thackeray, the target's clearly the Chief Minister. And it's politics being played out here. You use Raj Thackeray as a reason to get back at the Chief Minister. What they're doing, of course, everybody sort of here understands that it's politics being played on all sides. Raj Thackeray is also doing this to ensure that, he has some sort of a political relevance in today's scenario. And that's the only reason, perhaps, why it's indulging into all of this. The Congress will be using this opportunity to hit at the Chief Minister to, perhaps establish this point even further, that there is lack of trust in this current government, something that was talked about a lot during the time of the release of Mushkil, when the Chief Minister himself had allowed a meeting at his residence, Raj Thackeray on one side and the Producers Guild on the other side. Around that time, of course, the controversy did sort of revolve around the fact that why did the Chief Minister have to get into a situation like that where he was brokering a deal with somebody who was being seen to be a bully in this entire story? Why was he invited in the first place?
That is the reason why today the Congress comes out and says that this is the same government, the same Chief Minister, which had set a bad precedent, which is leading to bad consequences today.
The precedence is what they're talking about. See, understand, this time around the Chief Minister has no role to play. This time around is not even a part of the...
Okay, Megha, I just come back to you in a bit. Shaina NC of the BJP now with us on the phone line. So, Shaina, what would you want to say to the Congress? The Congress is asking, is this the failure of law and order? Who's Raj Thackeray? Why should anyone go and meet him, essentially for a movie? Is this about a lack of trust in the constitutional authority that is the Chief Minister?
But why even comment? Today, if you have a film star wanting to meet a leader of whichever party, it's at their own peril or risk and at their own accord. I don't need to be commenting on who met whom and why. I think that if there is a law and order situation ever, which is not going to happen in the state of Maharashtra, clearly the person concerned is Devendra Fadnavis. But for somebody who is seeking some kind of mental consolation or solace in meeting Raj Thackeray, you must ask him why he met him and why Raj Thackeray agreed to meet him. I don't need to be commenting because
But
I'm not the spokesperson for
Shaina,
Shahrukh
the
Khan
Congress
or
says
the
the Chief
MNS.
Minister has abdicated his duty.
The Congress can say what it wants. The Chief Minister and the state government has made it clear that if there are legitimate permissions, and not going into retrospective, but the fact that there was a visa which was valid, which allowed a particular performer to participate, then law and order will be provided. However, in the future, one cannot expect India to be importing Pakistan's talent when Pakistan has to be total political, social, cultural.
Okay, so the BJP insisting do not read too much into that meeting. Shaina, I request you to please hold that phone line because let me also get in Majid Memon of the NCP is also with us on the broadcast. Majid Memon, then do you agree with the BJP? The BJP says the Congress has no business to question the government. This was a private meeting between two individuals. Why question the government? Why question the Chief Minister? Mr. Memon, are you able to hear us, sir?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Are you able to hear us clearly?
Hello.
No, it seems we have a bad link with Majid Memon at this point in time. But before we get him back, Shaina, I want to ask you this. Now, the Congress here is also talking about precedents. You know, they say that because earlier it was Devendra Fadnavis who had brokered a meeting between the two. They say this is leading to the bad consequence because the Maharashtra Chief Minister already has set a pattern.
There is no brokering of any kind of engagement. Do understand he's the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. And if people want to meet with the Chief Minister and if there is a producers guild that wants an assurance from the state government, they are entitled to take a delegation. Now, if there was a situation where anybody chose to take law and order into their hands, Maharashtra government would have given a befitting reply, and that everybody knows because this is a Chief Minister who has the political will to take a stand, and that's exactly what we did. For those who want to misconstrue and want to read between the lines, I would want to say, in the days to come, we are not going to comment on who meets whom and for what risk of their own. The job of the state government is to provide law and order and adhere to all legitimate permissions which are given. In the future, obviously, the government has a different stand when it comes to an isolation of Pakistan.
Okay, so Shaina NC there saying do not drag the government of the day into that meeting. That is a private meeting. Appreciate, Shaina, you're talking to us.